I guess I'm ready to try it now. I think I got it. Everything don't go right. Still didn't do what I wanted to do, but I guess it'll work. Try it later. Anyway, this is Town Dog, and I'm back. We're here. Look like the screen turned a little yellow on me. If you get real close, you know it's something yellow to do with this little airplane. Anyway, I'm gonna zoom in here and see what we got to fly with today. Oh yeah, here we go. Same plane we flew a couple of times now. Anyway, we're sitting here on this little airport in Indiana, up around Chicago. This is Gray Chicago International. I'm sitting at. I'm gonna pick me up some fuel, and we're gonna leave here, going out runway 12. If I can find runway 12, we'll go out runway 12 to it's a little NDB sitting there off the end of the runway. We'll go straight past across it. Off to my left, there should be two little airports. One called Herbert Sky Ranch, and another one that's called Johnson's Strawberry Farms. Once we pass them, just a little bit further out there, it'll be about 10 miles total, I think, from the NDB, which there's no mileage on, so it won't matter. We'll be guessing. And on the left out there, if you're going straight out, it'll be Carlson's Ranch. Once we get to Carlson's Ranch, we're going to leave it on a heading of approximately 060, and we'll be switching NDBs from the first one over to the next one, which is 203.3, and it'll bring me into Michigan City, and I'll try to see if I can find a wrong way and land on it. Michigan City Municipal. Anyway, that's it for now, and let's see if we can get this thing started. Now I'm going to go in here, this cockpit right here, which is not really the best in the world, but it's the one I made for this plane. I built the cockpit here, set all the gauges and everything myself. It don't really match because I just don't like flying without enough equipment. There ain't enough equipment there for me to fly and know where I'm at any time, especially if it turns off bad. I like to maybe fly a little IFR sometimes. If you don't have the gauges, you can't fly IFR. It's as simple as that. Anyway, here we go. We're going to turn this thing on. Start off, we're going to turn the fuel on. It's off. The mixture over here is off. It's on now. We're going to make sure the magneto's on. And over here we've got a fuel switch. We'll make sure it's on. Now, those are on. We'll turn two power switches on, and we'll see if this thing will crank without. Sometimes these planes jump up and down and act stupid. Let's see what happens. Oh, it done it. Now, if we'll check over here on fuel right here, the gauge I got put in here, it says I got 4 gallons. So I might ought to pick up a little fuel. I don't know how far 4 gallons go or how far I got to go. I don't even know how. I haven't checked any distance on the range of what we got fixing to fly. Don't think it's too far, but we're going to check it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this thing right around here. And I'm going to stop crossways to the pumps. I think this plane is almost have to anyway. Well, some planes you just go straight in. But your wings, if it's on your wings, it's better off probably crossways, to be honest with you. I don't know how they'll allow you to do it, but anyway, here we go right here. We're going to pull it right into here. And once we completely stop right in front of this pump, now we should have plenty of fuel. Now it shows we got 41 gallons. All right, we're going to get rid of this right here for now. At the top, that autopilot, this plane ain't supposed to have autopilot. That's something else I added. But anyway, let's see if we can find our way out to runway 12. Now, when I looked at the map a while ago, I'm going to turn around when I looked across there one time. It showed me crossing that runway right yonder and going out to yonder. So I think that's off to my. I'm going to make it out here. We'll check so we'll be able to get there. Well, we look for runway 12, which will put us straight into the NDB. We still got to set the NDB up too, so we can find it. I'm gonna fly straight out the runway and straight across it until I get down to that little airport out there I was talking about, the third one. It's a gray strip, maybe a little hard to find. Hopefully we can find it. It's roughly 10 miles outside the airport, I think. Outside from the NDB. Best I could calculate. Now we're going to check out here and see if we're going over here. Oh, it's like a turtle. You ain't careful, the brakes turn you over. Probably ain't supposed to have brakes either. There's no point. Anyway, we're going to look right there. Ain't nobody there, and ain't nobody on that road, and ain't nobody on that runway. Going straight across. I don't do ATCs. Apparently they all went home drunk today anyway, because I don't hear nobody talking. Let's make our way up here to the end of this runway and see if it's the right one. If it ain't, we may use it anyway. I'm not going around all the airport looking for it, but I think this is it. But to give me some idea, if I look right here, you see 12 is behind me, and that's where it's got to go, so that's going to be about right. After east, you got 1, 2. Let's get out here. We don't need all that runway really, but we're going to get out here towards that. Need a little workshop? No, I don't think so. My plane running pretty good right now. May quit before I get off in the runway, but it's running pretty good right now. Here we go. We're going to move out there. Line up and hold. For right now. Alright, we'll sit right there in about a minute. Let's pull the radio. Well, let's get some lights on. I didn't turn no more switches on, did I? Let's turn everything on. Everything will come on. I don't need them two there because they're heat for the prop and the carburetor and everything. I don't need that today. Alright, here we are. We got the lights on, we got everything on. Now we get back. I'm just go outside the plane. I'm gonna bring the radio stack up right here, and we're gonna say the first NDB is 236.0. Two, 3, 6.0 right there. Now we'll bring up this over here because the NDB is the gold needle on that. And that's what we're going to be using most today. And our next NDB is 203.0. So it'll be down a few numbers. Alright, let's see if we can get this down off the ground and see what we got going. Here we go. See, we just now got to the runway. We're off the ground already. Now, back outside the place, and we got this we don't need that right now, but we do still need this right here. And I'm going to bring this other one up right here, which I'm going to have to unstack on this, on the same pop-up tab. Now, and we're going to fly a few minutes here. We're going, the gold needle is on, pointing straight up. See, now it was crossways, now it's straight up and down, it's on. And the NDB is straight out the runway, that's where it's supposed to be. Let's see what we got going here. We're going to leave the NDB, and well, you know when you get the NDB, if you don't see the towers, when the needle turns behind you, you know you just passed the tower. Alright, here we go. We don't want to get too off high, we don't need it. A small plane here. I see a little static going on here. Ain't got nothing else on. Like that, and the recorder's off. Anyway. Now, I don't know a thing about this area myself. I've never been up in here. This area that I know of. Closest I've been to here is I come into O'Hara going to Vietnam. Spent a night in O'Hara. Or going to Washington, I guess it was. Maybe the first time, I don't know which time. Anyway, here we go. Long time ago. Oh, it looks like I see maybe an airport out there. Like I said, it's supposed to be two asphalt strip. Well, actually, it's got two runways. The Herbert Sky Ranch. I don't say I'm near anyway. Just got but anyway. Runway. Asphalt runway is that much I remember. I got it over here, but I'm scribbled up. I can't read it all. Okay. Just one asphalt runway place there right there. So that's, and then we got the next little airport is over here, Johnson's Strawberry Fields, Farm. It's off the left, about 5 miles from that asphalt runway. We're not going to it. We just would like to see it to know we're in the right area. I haven't turned. I'm still going straight out to NDB. NDB is at the end of the airstrip. At the end of the runway I left off is got an ILS approach, and NDB is sort of like a approach plate for it right at the end of it. And just a little to the southwest of the little airport I'm looking for. Let's see if we can find them so we know where we at. I see a roundabout down there. Well, I saw a roundabout. Well, it's almost the same thing right there. It ain't a roundabout, but it's a square, whatever it is. Okay. Streets, that's the interstate going across there. That's the railroad track. Color of it. Doesn't matter. Let's go back to what we were doing. Now, the plane's flying itself. I got it trimmed to just set up a plane. I don't have an autopilot on, but it's just doing its own thing. The color got the right there is we won't leave the NDB, although actually the very straight won't fly straight through the NDB. Right there's the way we're going right now. That's about the heading we want to hold. The NDB is a little bit to my left. I believe it's starting to move. It's moving. I'm crossing the NDB right now. Now we're about 5 miles out of the runway now, I think, or at least at the end of the airspace. And the airport I'm looking at is right over my left wing. That's a little asphalt strip I was talking about. And a little west of it, over yonder toward that water, maybe not too over, there should be a little grass strip. I'm not going to worry about it if I don't see it. I would like to see if I can spot it, but I don't. I'm not going to worry about it. This one right here is enough for this. But the next airstrip we need to find, which is still straight out this heading, which what we have to do is keep the Golden Eagle behind us as straight as we can. Right now we're a little off of it, but not bad at all. And it's slightly left of that. It's a little further left than this airport of the now I could probably get a mileage back to the airport we left off of by scratching up another piece of information. But I'm trying to do it without that. Now, that airport reserve enough to tell me I'm right here. And it's about 5 miles off the NDB, so another 5 miles. I see a gray strip look like maybe right out there just over the top of my left wing. Looks like one, I may be wrong. If it is, that's the airport we're headed to. Should be a Nudden right now. right off my left wing right now. Asphalt, that runway's under my left wing. The top wing off to the left, there's a little grass strip right there. I see it from here. There's a little grass strip right there. Straight down that same highway there. It's on the same side that both of them come to the highway. That's the other airport. That's Strawberry Field out there. Strawberry Farm. And we're going to go back to where it's at and see if we can find the airports we're looking for. Now, that's about halfway between the NDB and the next airport, give or take just a little. Just estimating on the map. I didn't measure it or try to scale or nothing. Let's see what we got going here. I'm gonna have to say them two's the two I was looking for there. That means it'd be a nud. Like I said, we'll pull that here on the left. Boy, throw me if both of them over that and the nud would be out yonder. I don't think it is. I believe it's about right there for what I was looking for. On them two. So the next one I'm looking for is going to be out here. If it's on the left, it's on out here. It's on their grass strip. I don't want to get too high. Let me trim this thing back down a little bit if I can. Stay to where I can see the ground good and recognize all the points. There's a building out yonder, but I don't think that's nowhere. Nothing to the airport. Trim down a little more so it don't want to get on the ground. Where's our airport at? Let's see. Oops, I bumped something. Cross ranch is a grass strip. I see something right there on the edge of that dark to my left, about the right distance to go right. A little green strip right over just above my left wing now. A little pulled out in the other way. Might be a grass strip, but it is. We'll go straight across. No, we're going to leave that grass strip on heading of 060. And I can now, since the NDB's behind me and we're out of range. We're not out of range, but we're out of, well, we're not using it anymore. Let's get this one right here set up. 203. No, that's on. That's already on, but anyway, I'm not ready to use it, but it's on. I want to go to this other airport before I turn to it, as the way I planned it. If I find this other airport, like I said, there is a little something right over there. Now, as long as that NDB stays on, we can go to it at any time and go to the airport. I wanted to find this other airport out here because it's the way I planned it. That could be it right there, that little green spot. It looks a lot like one. It's about the right distance out. It's going to be hard for me to recognize if I don't fly over to it. Once I fly to it, I'll lose my point of my line I've got here going. I can't be sure from here that that's an airport. It does look like one though. I believe that's it. It's on my left. It's a little pulled out in the others, and that's a little pulled out. Not much, but a little. But it wasn't much either. I believe that's an airport. Just by the color of the grass. Well, just one more thing we can do. Bring this up. Look, terrain. And zoom out. See, there's the two I was talking about. No, they ain't the other two behind me, but this way, I feel like a little more I see. There's Herbert right back there. Thank God. There's definitely an airport off my left wing right there. We're gonna go to the airport right there. It was, I didn't put down the initial to the ICO to it, I don't think. No, that's it right there. I'm gonna go out there to it. Gray strip and everything. Let's go over and look. That's a gray strip. In fact, there's two of them. I'm gonna call that it. I do believe that's a gray stripper. Is that a ball field? Almost a diamond here. I'll sit on the GPS service. I hate it's like I missed it. Give me more than one strip. That don't look like an airport now. Like it done fooled me. It's not an airport. There's somebody's farm with some roads.
1,000.
It's not an airport. It looks like one. Alright, we need to be back out yonder again. Looking for an airport. We done got lost now because we done left that point of that we had alignment. But we can still go to the, I'm gonna go back out a few minutes to look for it. Back out here about how far out I was and turn back to the angle I was on. See, there's no one spot just like the one I just looked at. It's not an airport. Oh, let's turn this way now. I could just check the map, see where the airport is, and make sure. There's one yonder, but I don't remember it being, that's not the one I'm looking for. I want to move our grass. It's on the left of this right here, I think, still right. Right there is about the line I was on. I'm not too far off. Climb a little more again. Trying to find another airport. I know it's supposed to be out here. I would think it'd be too far out from there. It's actually moving. I could have been from the wrong side of the airport too. I don't remember that airport yonder. Let me look at the map. Like I said, I don't remember that airport. There is another grass strip out there though. Apparently. 5 and 4. About in the right place, except I don't remember this airport. Well, unless that's the other one I was looking at instead of these other two, because that's 3, that's right. That's it right there. It's like, well, the other two are together, and I had another one which was Herbert, which was asphalt. That's going to be Herbert right there. I'd have called him others wrong. Okay, Herbert and those two together. Anyway, one way to find out. Unfold the map here, people. Let's unfold the map and read it there. See if we can figure out what we're looking at. Yeah, we done passed the other strips right there. We're way too far out. Well, the strip was behind me. I didn't see it. But there it is, right there. What I'm looking for. 3 and 3. Well, we are here just as down. But anyway, we've still got the NDB. We could always go to the NDB. I missed my pattern, though. I did not find it. Or NDB is on, we'll turn into it. The airport overshot it. Didn't see it. I knew I wouldn't find it in there, though. I knew that was wrong. Trying to convince myself it wasn't, but my mind knew it was. Now on the GPS behind me, 3 and 3 is where I was supposed to went. It had another name on it. That's what told me. I saw them a while ago on the GPS. But it had another name on it. There's that waypoint there, the name is not the airport. And I didn't write down the ICO word, so I didn't recognize it. Anyway, the 3 airports I was supposed to pass are right there on the GPS now. On my left, there's one out of sight just right there. Then there's one of Herbar, that part. Anyway, and then we got 3 and 3. That was one I was supposed to went to return. We all passed it, but as long as we bring, well, we done got too low or something. We don't lost the NDB. It was on, no, the NDB's on the left. I was looking wrong needle. I was looking on the right. The gauges on the left is one's got the NDB on it. The gold needle sticking straight up right now. It is straight in front of the airport. Now, the NDB is just off the west end of the airport, I believe. West end of the runways. Actually, the southeast end. Well, once I get there, I should be able to pick it out all right. Let's try it again. Stall out. Ain't got enough power to play like this, I don't believe. There you go, you just lost it. Come on, get that nose down. Get up off that ground. I'm trying to mess up her big time. I'm upside down, it's better than on the ground like I was headed. I knew it wasn't enough speed there. The plane didn't get quite enough speed to play that game. I went into a hammer again, what I tried to do. Flat spin. Now I get my needle back to the top on the right over yonder. Yeah, this plane ain't got enough power to play that game. Turn that off now. Get over to this airport and set this thing down. I don't know how far it is. Not too far. At least I picked these airports within the map without spanning it much. I knew that'd probably be close enough. Climb a little. Getting offline again. Climb a little more. Got the nose too high already for this plane. I just did another. I lost it. Come on, get it back up there. Airspeed too low. Trying to climb too fast for it. I want to get high on this play a little. Try it again. Of course, if you do that in real life, you break wings on this thing too. Come on over. You got a little. If you turned around, the plane didn't. Come on, get over. A little more, a little more. She went into a. Come on, pull out. It ain't gonna pull out. It ain't gonna pull out. Yeah, it did. It did. I wish that view wouldn't turn around. It does once you get to a certain point. The view turns around, which makes it look like you changed everything. You didn't. It just changed the direction you're looking at it. It made it. I didn't think it was going to though. It stalled out at the top when it went down and gained speed, but almost wasn't enough room to do that. Finish the roll. I really thought it was going to slap the ground. Over here to right there. You can see there's NDBs, all I see there. Thought it might be something else or nothing else, just that. Okay, that's all we got. That's all we need. If I had a DME, I could tell how far. Not far though. Airport terms, that red marker may be where we're going. I believe it is. KMGC. Get them call outs working. Kind of look at these trees. Now this elevation out here is about 600 feet at the airport. He just said 500. That's from the ground. He's coming. Change pages. Information on that on the back page. Altitude 655 feet, 2 runways, 2 and 20. Asphalt. I didn't put none of the links. Well, it did. You're 4,100 feet long. Needle's got off to the right a little bit. Means I drifted off course a little bit. When I posted this on Facebook, it didn't put a picture with it. Or it didn't want to done it on this year later. It's been doing it. Sometimes it fails due to whatever reason, but I clicked it and it seemed like it went back and started, so it should be working. If not, it just don't. It's one of the things. This airplane up here at this airport and set it down and call it a day. Another video in the rack. Big 4-lane highway down there. Whichever one it is, the one in here to Michigan City.
1,000.
Yeah, wrong way to go on my way, so when I get there, I'll be just about right. I've got Pappy's lid already. White. Below the slope. Well, somebody's ball or a track, a 2-ball field and a track.
1,000.
Get that view change right there where I can see how this lower the view a little bit there. Here we go. I'm gonna cut the throttle off so not gain too much speed. I'm way high for that approach. Get down close to these treetops and then let it slow down.
500.
Get up there right there. Airspeed 90.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Altitudes.
100.
They said, what am I doing? I was much trouble guiding this
50,
thing.
40, 30, 20, 20, 10, 10.
Down to 60, 50. There we go on the ground. What's nonsense I was talking about? Be careful, turn it over. And brakes are standing up on his nose on a flat minute. Let me read the. It's out. It's not in. Okay, don't read it in. It's out. Yeah, the view gets in the way there, don't it? Alright. And they'll push it back a little bit. There we go, right there. Cut the push back off. Cut the plane off. Get in the cockpit. Of course, the building disappears. Okay, we're gonna shut everything down. Fuel's off. That's what I've done, how I killed the engine. Turn that off. We'll turn the switch off over here. Turn the power off, that off. Everything is down. Put these away. Now, that's the way it's done right there for today. Right there. That's old town dog. I'm going bye-bye. We'll catch y'all later. And I'll try to do another flight or a hunt or something next day or so. Don't know if I'll have a chance to or not. Should be mowing right now, but I think a little too wet. It rained a little this morning. Rained yesterday called to keep me from mowing, so